Hello my friends and welcome to the Tokyo Drafts. On this video I'm gonna show you how I take a very rough floor plan sketch that I basically lay over a DWG export and how I take it as a vase and I transform it into an axonometric concept sketch. I use this process when I want to start imagining how I can go from a floor plan to a space, and it's kind of a fun way to start unlocking your imagination and your creativity. So I hope you find this helpful, and if you're interested in the content that I create, I would really appreciate your support by subscribing to the Tokyo Drafts and liking the videos. So let's go to the video. Here, as you see, we have the floor plan, which is already a very rough sketch. What I do is I rotate it 45 degrees. And as an introduction, let's say, I really like digital sketching because it's a very handy way to sketch over plans in an intuitive way. So the first thing I do is I set up a height for these platforms that I want to create, and I do the same for all these elements that are on the same height, and I just give a very approximate height with these vertical lines, and I try to create the curvature as I go. And so this is the first part. So this is a conceptual project that I did for a competition where I proposed the adaptive reuse of an office into a biophilic greenhouse office space. Digital sketching is a really nice way to practice your ideas, because as soon as you purchase a graphics tablet, then you don't really need to do anything in terms of buying extra resources, papers and stationery and whatnot. So in that sense, it's a very handy way.